tomorrow we are going to work on getting the garlic and the onions in down here and getting it mulched down. Here in North Carolina, we're still okay on that. You have until about January, really, though most people put it in around November. I do want to get my garlic in because we are supposed to get down in the 40s after the new year. So with winter actually coming now, I want to get this going. So what I'm doing is I have my boxes of garlic that I ordered, which I do have garlic that I harvested. I have garlic that I harvested of my own, but I'm still working with that. I am going to dehydrate some and put some in some honey and some other things. So I don't really want to use that to replant right now because I don't know how much I'm going to need between now and June when I get my new garlic in. So I went ahead and ordered some this year. This is my second year with garlic. So I'm still trying to figure out how much I need, how much to plant, that type thing. So let's look at what we've got. So the first order here is from Baker Creek, and we have Russian red garlic and apparently some more Russian red garlic. And I ordered this back in September when they first got it in. So the next box I have is also from Baker Creek, and have some free carrot, some Egyptian walking onion, and I will have to look up when to plant that. I'm not sure. I've never grown that before. And then music garlic and elephant garlic. I grew this one this year and I really liked it. And let's see what I've got in this one, which is also from Baker Creek. This year I ordered, for 2021 garlic, I ordered from Haas, I believe, but I could not get any from them this year. So what I have, it's like a, I think it's called Ichabod. I can't remember the name, but it's like Ichabod red and elephant garlic. And that did pretty well for me, but I could not get anything from Haas because every time I went on their site, they did not have any. So Baker Creek, I've never ordered garlic from them. I don't know if they always carry garlic, but I did get some, and this one is German extra hardy. I didn't order large quantities of any one thing. I did not order large quantities of any one thing just because I know with the small quantities, like the ½ pound, I'm going to get, let's see how many cloves I get. And then, or heads, you get them by the heads, and then you're going to get, you know, several cloves. So for the German extra, I got 3 heads. So each one's going to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, 5 to 6 cloves. So each of those cloves will then hopefully produce another head. So that's 15 heads of that type of garlic. So I think I have quite a bit. And if I really think I need more to fill out, then I will get some out of what I harvested from this year of the Ichabod red and the elephant garlic there. But I think we'll be okay. I wanted to go back and order more garlic, but I just grabbed some when I could back around between September and October. I think all of it was in, yeah, the last one was October, and this was, the German extra hardy was the only one I think they had at that time. So I just kind of kept going on and trying to get a few different varieties. So I wasn't sure how much to order. So we'll see how much this does. I'm fixing to peel it all up and put it back in the bags, make sure all my cloves are good. and then we'll go out and plant later. And then I also need to go through my mess of seeds right there. That's from this past fall, what I was planting and carrying around. And then I have since ordered more. And so I have seeds everywhere. So I need to go through them and actually organize them into all these drawers, which is my seed dresser, and make sure all my packets have, you know, what I need for this year. So, you know, like these are brand new, so I know I have plenty of these, but some of my other packets of tomatoes and things like that, I know I am probably running low on. So I need to put in my seed orders. So I will be doing that in the next few days too. So let's get to peeling some garlic. Okay, so now that our garlic is all in cloves, and I know how many cloves I have, except for this one. I did not count the German extra 30. I have all right, so we have 19 in that one. $28, $48, $51, and then the Russian red garlic, I think I have 10. But I ordered a whole pound of that one, and out of like 8 cloves, I only got, or 8 heads, I only got 10 cloves because they were all rotted and just molded inside and dehydrated. So there was like the cloves, there was nothing left to them. So I'm a little disappointed with that because that was a lot of garlic, and it was just that one variety. So, and it was 2 separate bags. It was 2 half-pound bags. So I'm really disappointed in the Russian red. So those were from Baker Creek. So we don't have a lot of that. So I don't know if I'm going to count those just because the rest of the cloves were no good. So I don't know how viable those cloves that I saved are. So I only have 53 cloves of garlic. And last year I planted, I want to see, between 80 and 100. And I think we ended up with 70. I can't remember now. It was a lot more than this though. So I'm a little concerned with how much I have. So I'm going to see how far we get, because I know last year I had, I want to say 4 4 beds of garlic, which my beds are like 3 by 6. Now I still have quite a bit, but I haven't gone through it like I would normally. So let me see how far I get, and I may use some of what I have saved. And I don't know, this is not going to be enough. I know that. And I don't know if I can get a hold of any more this late in the season. So let's see how far we get. Okay, so of course, it got really windy out here right when I started to plant. So we have a lot of noise, plus we have these guys right beside us. So I may have to voice over this. So I'm gonna lay them out first, and you can do, if you're doing square foot gardening, you can do 4 to 9 cloves per square foot. Rule of thumb is 2 inches down and 2 to 4 inches apart. So I'm going to lay my cloves out and see where we're at. I have technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds prepared, but I'm hoping to only need 2, maybe 3. So we'll see. And then I found this clove in my throwaway bin from what I grew, but it looks pretty decent. So I think it was kind of an accident that it got out there. I don't know, we'll try it and see what happens. All right, so here is all my garlic. So now I just have to get it in the ground. So we're just going to take this and go right beside them up to about the top of the silver, because that's about 2 inches. And I did, and then we're going to make sure that we're putting this little flat rooty end down and the pointy tip up, and you want to try to keep your paper on it. I have 1 or 2 that the paper just kind of slipped off, so we'll plant them anyway. Okay, so all the garlic is in one bed, and I used shavings, which they're just typical sawdust pine shavings. We actually have a whole bin of them. We had a tractor trailer load of them back in 04, 05, delivered here to this property. And then because we had horses, and we're still using those shavings. We went through maybe half of them while we still had horses, but we only had them for about 5 years, 5 or 6 years here. And then they just kind of sat out there until we started doing chickens. So we still have at least a half a tractor trailer load of shavings that we are going through. So I use them to tuck in my garlic, and sometimes I will use ones from the chicken coop. If they haven't been in the chicken coop very long, I'll go ahead and clean it out and use those right on top of the garlic, because the chicken poop will break down over the winter. So, and there's not enough in it with the dry matter that I'm really too worried about it. But the chicken coop has a lot of straw in it right now, so I didn't want to put that in the garden, just because they've been digging it out of the nest boxes and mixing it in, and you know, it's just been a little crazy. So I decided not to clean that out today and just go ahead and get some fresh, since I only needed enough for one bed. So one wagon load was enough to tuck in the garlic. So the garlic has been watered in, and it is covered in shavings, and it's basically good to go until really the start of the spring, when I'll feed it and fertilize it. So on to the next project. The garlic is done, and I am so excited about it.